In our tech report, health experts say app-based contact tracing is appealing in part because the coronavirus spread is so stealthy. Infected people can transmit the virus for days before they develop symptoms. An Eritrean-born American has launched an Android app called Tracker that tracks users' locations and notifies them if they've been within a certain distance of someone who tested positive for COVID-19. For more insight, Africa 54's Paul Ndiho spoke to Beruk Habte, the creator of the contact tracing mobile application based in the U.S. state of Maryland.
Beruk Habte, welcome to Africa 54.
Thank you, Paul.
You recently came up with this amazing tracker or tracing app. Bring me up to speed.
Well, Tracker is a contact tracing app that's available worldwide on all Androids. And the way I came about it is South Korea was effective with their contact tracing app. And I just asked myself, wouldn't it, be wonderful to have something, similar but work worldwide? And given the fact that the virus is everywhere at this point, it was only right that I develop such a thing.
How different is your app from some of these apps that have already hit the market?
Well, for one, this app is very easy to use. Registration alone takes less than a minute to complete. You only need your name and email, and you're already in. And the best thing about my app, which is Tracker, is if that person who traveled from China to the States had Tracker, that Tracker wouldn't just notify everyone in China that person came in contact with, but it'll also contact everyone they came in contact with in the process, including in the States. That way, people can take their own measures at an early stage.
A young man from Eritrea, how did you come about with this amazing application?
I looked at what South Korea and their application were able to do, and I wanted to ask myself, how can I do that while making it available for not just people in South Korea or just people in the States, but also people in every single country, especially countries that are that can't afford to have this virus around, especially a lot of countries in Africa.
Are there any countries in Africa that are already using your apps, or in terms of numbers, how many people have registered or are using your application right now?
As far as Africa, we have a lot of users in Africa. I can tell you the countries, and Nigeria, Ghana, Sudan, Ethiopia, South Africa, and a few other countries just in Africa alone.
It's interesting that you don't mention your own country, Eritrea.
Well, it's also available to folks in Eritrea, but the good thing is at the moment, Eritrea is completely negative from the virus. They had a few cases, I think about 38 or 39, and about a week ago, they actually just made it public that everyone that was quarantined came out healthy, and they haven't had single fatalities. And at this moment, I think they remain one of the few countries without the virus.
Brooke, have you tried to reach out to different research institutions, different states or governments that can potentially maybe partner with you and take this up to the next level?
Well, I'm actually in the process of doing that. And I really welcome that with open arms because, like I said, this is something that can benefit the world as a whole. And I think those health institutions or governments you mentioned could really play a huge role in that.
What does it take to have your app? Is it a free app? Is it paid? And where can people find your app?
It's actually completely free. There's no in-app subscription or pay for download. It's all free once you download it. It's available on Androids worldwide. But to make it easier, I always recommend that people go to the website, our website, which is www.letstrackcovid.com.
When you said that the app right now is only open to Android users, are you not limiting yourselves in terms of reach or scale? When are you going to open it up to maybe other operating systems like iOS?
Well, that's a good question, Paul. iOS or Apple has very strict guidelines to follow for their developers when developing such applications, and we found it to be more challenging in a way. But we were able to complete the Android version faster than we expected. That's why we were able to release it, as opposed to waiting for the iOS version to be completed than to release both together. So right now, what we're doing is while getting all the feedbacks and performing our testing on the Android version, we are working on the iOS version as well, and we hope to have that out soon.
Thank you so much, Brooke.
Thank you, Paul.
That was Africa 54's Paul Ndiho speaking to Beruk Habte, creator of the mobile app tracker.